Future indicatives. What will be Earth's languages be like in future? So this is one of the big question that presently if we look at the number of languages, almost 6,000 languages are being used. So what will be their future? Can we predict that how many of these languages will survive after 50 years? This is a big question. Possible linguistic scenario. If we look at look around us, we find that there are non-linguistic elements which are in play. For example, people are migrating from small parts of the words to the bigger parts of the word, from small countries to the bigger countries, and similarly there is a lot of economic cycle, rise and fall in the economies of the world. So all these factors are going to influence the languages of the future. We see that there is a lot of differences in the relationship of the words on the basis of economy. Right? The countries are moving from one part to another part. Linguistic atlas becoming all but meaningless. Once there was a time when language belonged to certain geographical features, but if we look at the present scene, we find that it is quite useless. We cannot say that a certain language is being used by people of a certain area. Now it's not the only cause of using a language. People are using language even very much away from the place where that language was born. So single corporate language. This aspect is also very important, that this is the need of the corporate world to use a language that is understandable in every nook and cranny of the world. Similarly, certain English-speaking governments see their benefit in using their language as a medium of communication throughout the world. So this factor is very much important in the survival of the language, because when a certain country is working for the monopoly of its language, then it means that certain other local languages are being finished from the earth. Programming languages. Another feature that is also contributing to this factor is the programming languages. Programming languages are used for the process of programming. They can be used for research. They can be used as compiler research. They can also be used for teachers training. And one thing, their purpose or their definition is that they are used for the exchange of information. So if we put them before the human languages, so we feel that they are also gaining strength for their survival. Medium of information exchange, as I said. Then we have internet, emails, and newspaper. And the language mostly used on internet or in emails or news group, or language used by news groups, is one language. So when one language is influencing other languages, we can very well see the future of small languages. So we see that languages are disappearing. So we can say that in the next 50 years, there may be very few languages left on this planet, and that language may have a counterpart like sign language. So the world languages are fast disappearing from the earth, and we can say that in very near future, many of the languages of the world will be dead languages.